Liverpool and Man City face a very huge title winning block. I'm talking about the Premier League, and because these teams have been really looked at by very many that they can win the Premier League of 2023-2024, but they face a very huge block into their season that I'm yet here to discuss about here onto the Rokani Media Football. Welcome to this channel. Smash like button, comment and share. This is the Football News Show, and we're here to discuss Liverpool and Man City. We thank God for the gift of life. Hope you guys are really doing great. And this is Rokani David. You can as well call me RD on this channel. We all know that Liverpool is placed second in the Premier League and Man City is placed third in the Premier League. Man City is having 30 points and Liverpool is having 31 points in there for you. So I think Liverpool is having 32. Let me be exact. Arsenal is having 33. Right? Arsenal is having 33, Liverpool is having 31, Man City is having yeah, that is it. Man City is having 30, Liverpool is having 31, and Arsenal is having 33 points, and Arsenal is topping the Premier League table. But there are lots of problems that these teams are really the teams that are really competing with Arsenal are really facing. Now, after the game of Fulham, the manager of Liverpool went ahead and told us that Klopp confirms Liverpool lose also Joel Matip due to injury, and he said we don't know how long yet, no scan, but it won't be a short one. Have you heard? That is a very huge factor, a very huge factor about Liverpool. And which are those players that are really out? Diogo Jota, Thiago Alcantara, Bajcetic, Robertson, Alson Baker. Now, when you look at this, you might really call it something simple, but it's really very affecting in the season. Because if you're Liverpool and you look at the fixtures you're obviously going to play next, then you have to worry. In their next 5 fixtures before we obviously go to the Christmas, before we go to Christmas, they have Man United at Anfield, they have Arsenal again at Anfield. So it shows you that they need to really pull up their stockings if at all they're obviously to make it. And they also have teams like Crystal Palace. I think they're playing Crystal Palace, when is that? On the weekend. Then tomorrow they're playing Sheffield, then Man United, and they have to play West Ham in the AFL Cup, and then they have to play Arsenal the 23rd of December. So that's how the fixtures of Liverpool are really standing. And if at all you really have to put on your eye lenses, and your eyeballs are really, really magnifying this situation very well, it shows you that Liverpool is really having a very huge problem, because Robertson is one of the best left backs in the world, and if at all not having him is really a very huge blow. That means in the central defense you're left with only 2 options. You are left with 3 options. Virgil van Dijk, you are left with Konate, and the other player that you're left with is Gomez. But with the new style of play where he wants to play Trent Alexander-Arnold into the midfield, that means Gomez is going to play as the right back, and Liverpool is running short of options. And that shows you that more injuries are going to come in through, because you are really light at the back. And when you're light at the back, you're having 1 left back, and that is Smiskas. You are having 3 central defenders and 1 right back, that is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and you have to play 2 games every week, So in the next 14 days, Liverpool is going to play 5 games. I think there are even 6, because there is a game of UEFA Europa League. So in those games, Liverpool needs to act beyond expectations, and miracles have to happen for their players not to get injured. They might get another serious injury in there for you, and that will affect their season. Because when you look at the side of Liverpool and the teams they're going to face, they need to obviously go on a winning stretch of those very many points. And if they obviously drop any point, trust me, I don't see Arsenal losing any of these games they're going to play, because Arsenal has to play. Arsenal is playing today. Arsenal is playing Luton Town, and after Luton Town, Arsenal will go ahead and play Aston Villa, That is the hardest, I think, but I think they can really get that game. They are hosting Brighton. Brighton is also having lots of injuries. Then Liverpool. So in the mid of next week, they're obviously going to play PSV. So when you look at all these, the hardest game on paper is against Liverpool. I know Arsenal will go to Aston Villa and get 3 points. That is it. They will go there and get 3 points because they have a squad that can obviously fight for that. But for Liverpool, the injuries are really increasing. And for Arsenal, the injured players like Thomas Partey are really on their way back. Emily Smith-Rowe is back. The only player whose injury might really take long and is back on the grass, that is Julian Timber. And we anticipate that he's obviously going to get back as soon as possible, especially towards the end of January, and he will be back. So as we get in the January transfer window, Arsenal are willing to obviously make some huge transfers in there for you that will give them a go. So that is the fate of Liverpool. Let's go to Manchester City. For Manchester City, they're really having problems. As they go to play away at Aston Villa tomorrow, Rodri is suspended, 1. Jack Grealish is suspended. Jeremy Doku is really doubtful. Looks like he's having an injury. They have no Kevin De Bruyne. They have no John Stones. So if you're not having those players, you really know what happens to Man City when they don't having Rodri. When they never had Rodri, they went ahead to lose, I think, 3 domestic fixtures. You really remember that very well. So it shows you that when they got Aston Villa, a team that has gone close to 13, 14 games, unbeaten in the Premier League at home, when you're not having your best players, then you need to really keep your hands crossed. And that shows you that Man City might go into the Christmas break when Arsenal is like 6, 7, or 8 points ahead of them, because they're having tight fixtures ahead of them, and they need to see to it that they obviously get into or back to the winning ways. And to let you know about Man City, they've gone ahead to draw the last 3 games, meaning they're going ahead to lose 6 points, and they've only earned 3 out of the possible 9. That means they are not into the greatest position. And even their striker, Erling Haaland, has just missed out on a ban, because they went ahead and obviously went into the referee. That was seen as provocation when the referee stopped play and gave Man City a free kick. Yet he had gone ahead to give them a play on in the 9 minutes of the game where Jack Grealish had been released by Erling Haaland to go ahead and obviously score that goal. And then we're having Jack Gugan, is a North football reporter for the Daily Mail, confirming with us that Erling Haaland faces no punishment for his what the fuck post following Man City's 3-3 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. And he was really furious, and he took to his socials and obviously put the WTF post, because the referee went ahead to obviously deny them. But in the game of football, referees will obviously do their job, but he was really unfair. However much I wanted Man City to be beaten and lose, but it was really unfair for them, and it was really uncalled for, according to me and the people that were really watching that game. And Erling Haaland, when you look at the game of Tottenham Hotspur, the 3 close chances he got and never scores, that worries the manager of Man City. And even Vadio has gone ahead to obviously put in a response ahead of the Aston Villa game. They're going to play tomorrow at the Villa Park, and this is what he had to say. He said it's going to be a tough one, but we need to recover and be ready. We believe in our qualities, and we need to stay focused on ourselves. We keep going. We need to stick together and do what we do best. That is Vadio for you. So, Man City is also not a team that people are obviously giving a benefit of doubt to win the trophy like they've gone ahead to do the last seasons. With very many teams coming in through and obviously putting in a shift to obviously fight for the trophy. Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, even Aston Villa, because they're really having, I think they're having 29 points, right? 27, 28 or 29, meaning that they're like 2 points behind Manchester City. And if at all they win their game against Manchester City, they'll go ahead of Manchester City. So they're going to be pumped up as they really face the City side, and Vardy knows that it's going to be a very tough game. So that's why I went ahead and told you that Liverpool and Man City huge title block. It's really huge because one game, if Man City continues to lose a game and Arsenal wins, Man City is going to be 6 points behind Arsenal. If Liverpool lose a game, they'll be 5 points behind Arsenal, if at all Arsenal wins today. And that is unacceptable if at all you want to obviously go ahead and obviously tussle it to the side of Arsenal. Because what failed Arsenal last season to win the trophy was simple. They never at all had a squad and a bench. But this time around, Arteta's gone ahead to really reinforce his squad, and his squad is really fired up for the trophy. So your thoughts on Liverpool and Man City huge title block are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about my picks and my thoughts about these stories? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. As the Muslims Barak Lau Fik home, and see you in the next 2 or 3 hours coming in from now. Ciao, ciao.